Hello, my name is Madison, and today I'm here to teach you about behaviorism and how to reinforce behaviors, and specifically the appropriate ways to use praise. So, what is behaviorism? Behaviorism is the belief that all behaviors are learned. So, essentially, you're born as a clean slate. John Watson tested this theory using a baby named Albert. So, how did John Watson test this theory? He exposed Albert to a variety of animals that were furry. So, there were rabbits, dogs, and a little white rat. Albert actually enjoyed the animals. Watson then showed Albert the same set of animals, but also played a loud banging sound when Albert was exposed to the animals. This conditioned Albert to not like the animals, and it conditioned him to be afraid of them. He would even cry when he would see them. Here are a couple of clips to show you the experiment. So what did we see? Albert was scared and actually cried when he was exposed to the white rat again. This is an example of classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is associating new behaviors with automatic behaviors. There's also another type of conditioning named operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is a modifying behavior using reward or punishment. And within these two, there are a few ways to explain the way to influence behavior. There's positive or negative reinforcement or positive or negative punishment. When you see the term punishment, this means that a consequence is present to reduce behavior. When you see the term reinforcement, this means that there's a consequence to increase behavior. The term negative means you're taking something away, and the term positive means you're adding something into the situation. So, for example, when you see the term negative reinforcement, this means you're taking something away to increase behavior. An example of this is taking a minute off of a child's time out in order to influence them to be better and be more well behaved in time out. Another example that is an everyday example that you might be able to relate to is when you get in the car, you start your car up, and there's that dinging of the seatbelt. When you put your seatbelt on, it turns off. This is motivating you to put your seatbelt on by taking away that annoying noise. Positive punishment, on the other hand, means you're adding something in order to decrease the behavior. So this could be adding a chore if your child got in trouble. Here's an example of positive punishment that I find rather funny.
Dwight, what are you drinking?
I found it under the seat.
Oh my God, Dwight, put that down.
No!
Give the bottle to Michael.
No!
Give the bottle to Michael.
Give it to me.
No.
Dwight, just keep your eyes on the road. Give me the bottle or you're fired.
You can't fire me. I don't work in this van.
Give it to me, Dwight.
No.
Give me the bottle.
Will you stop?
Give me the bottle,
Michael,
Dwight.
stop.
Just give it.
Michael, stop.
Just
Stop.
Stop it. Stop
Dwight,
praying.
stop.
This is a very good example of positive punishment. Michael and Dwight were fighting, so Jim tried to modify their behavior by adding the water to the situation to try to modify their behavior. So how can we utilize this knowledge in the real world to modify behavior? Well, we can use praise. Praise is something that everyone can do, and it's easy to do. But the thing is, you have to use praise correctly. When we use praise, oftentimes we're actually praising the wrong thing. We're praising someone being smart or getting the correct answer. Carol Dweck conducted a study to show the harmful effects that praise can have. When praise is praising the correct answer, kids can get discouraged when they don't have the right answer. It's best to praise the process and strategy even if the answer was incorrect. Praising the process can actually help students become more motivated and more enthusiastic about the process, and they're not going to fear getting the wrong answer. They'll test themselves and challenge themselves regardless if they think they can attain the answer, because they know that the process is something that is so important and really does add to their education. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something new today. Bye!